do at least once a school year a big symphony orchestra project. A project like this makes sense when it offers something to the students which they cannot get outside the school. And our students play a lot. They play in the National Youth Orchestra and the European Youth Orchestra, Gustav Mahler and whatever. They play in professional orchestras, of course. So the way we organize it and the repertoire should be something special.
The Second Viennese School is part of our history, and we think as a school that it's very important that the students get once in their student life the time to really put their teeth in it and bite in it and learn from it for their future.
For many students, it's new repertoire, it's a new era, and there's new sounds for their ears. So that's a good thing to do. It opens their ears.
It's a great opportunity to play this kind of music. Even professional orchestras will shy away from programming a full Second Viennese concert. There's some prejudice against these composers, but Jac van Steen, the conductor, has been tremendous in unfolding this music for us and showing how operatic and romantic it really is.
A conservatoire nowadays is also a laboratory. We are not just a school. We are not just some place where you are a couple of years before you enter the professional world. We can do things that maybe in the professional world they will adopt later on. For instance, our cooperation with the people from the visual arts. It's quite exceptional, I think, that they produced something to go together with Schoenberg. And for our students, it's very interesting to see what their music does to people who are in a different art world, who have never heard Schoenberg before.
Most of the music that we play is for the ear, is written for the ear, and you can dream away, or you can think of something else, or you can think in the music, or think technically with the music. I think especially the Schoenberg 5 orchestral pieces are so extreme in their composition that a bit of visual help might enjoy, at least, if we want to give the people the impression that it is good music, that we enjoy the music a bit more.
The graphics are fascinating. What I've enjoyed about them is, since they're exploring typography and that aesthetic, the letters are mirrored, they're flipped on their side, transposed in a number of ways. And it's interesting because these are a lot of the kinds of compositional techniques that you see in Second Viennese School writing. You see these tone rows, these 12-tone fragments flipped upside down, in retrograde, slowed down, sped up. And so it's an interesting visualization on those kinds of compositional techniques that can sometimes be subtle and difficult to hear right away.
Very often in conservatory you will find the room of the composers is at the edge of the school, somewhere in a strange old building. There are a few lunatics, these are the composers, not in our school. What I like very much about our conservatory is that what we call the creative department, so this is composition but also sonology or time, which is the shortage of this is music, theater education and art science together. These departments, they are in the heart of the school.
As classical music performers, what we do is bring composers' music to an audience. That's what we do. We are not creative performers in that sense. And there's no way that we would have any reason for existence when there were no composers.
It starts with understanding what is composing, actually. And when you have a big department with 50 young composers coming from all over the world, it's so natural actually to make these collaborations. I really believe that understanding history can only be done, or best be done, by working with composers in the present day.
The cooperation with the composition department this year was Martijn Padding, the head of composition, and he wrote a little piece as a little comment from our time on the violin concerto of Alban Berg. I'm very touched when I see him and hear him play, because he's got a little bit of Paganini fire in him. It's so interesting to see such a huge talent, in a way, growing into a person, or the other way around. And it's very touching, I think. It's very moving to be part of that and to see him. I think he will be an amazing musician.
need to have an enormous technique, an impeccable playing in tune, a good rhythm. He has all that, so we are not talking about that. It's a fantastic violin player, but he has the enormous intelligence to put his personality aside and let Alban Berg come alive again. And it's a challenge now for me not to impose my interpretation on his playing, but to make him aware of where he stands in giving his opinion about the piece. And I think that's a growing process as well. He has the enormous chance to do two concerts with this orchestra and then bringing it to the real world, to the professional orchestras.
What I like about the orchestra project, this one, I think the level's really good. They play damn well. Another thing I really like is the atmosphere. The discipline is fantastic. It's very professional. And at the same time, there's this beautiful juvenile commitment. You know, they really love what they do. And when you see them do that in such a huge group and do it together and see how hard they work and to which level they reach in such a short period of time, well, I'm proud of them.